Yo, what is going on, everybody? Heck here with my boy Smurf for the TSR show. I know we haven't been doing it in a while. It's been a couple weeks, bro.
Busy.
We've been mad busy. For those, real quick, follow us on tsr.didit. That's our TSR media page. That's where we're starting to crank out, and we're getting real busy. But we ain't going nowhere as far as the TSR show. And we are back. NFL is back. So this is an NFL filled episode, man. We are excited. Smurf, how you doing today, baby?
We out here, we back at it like a crack at it. We with it like a food critic.
I'm showing my dry ass knees and shit. Like,
get ready. We can crop it out. Yeah. I'm sure. Motion VFX got some good stuff.
Hey, and Bill Matt, we'll cover that up.
This show's brought to you by Motion VFX.
Yeah,
Shout
for sure.
To the good people at Motion VFX.
How y'all doing? Hey, that M synthwave hit hard. It hit hard. But you got it off the top. We got to start it off right. You got it off the top.
I got it off the top, but I want you to lead off. What is your off the top?
Oh, I didn't really have one, but he gave me one.
Okay, what is it?
Let's just say, I think for the real TSR fans, they understand what heck is about. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know what I mean? And let's just say I went through a wormhole on Reddit like a week ago, and confident heck is in the building, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got confidence like a motherfucker. Like, I even started working out and shit. You got me all pumped. I'm like, all right, confident heck is in the building. So shout out to Reddit. You know what I mean? This show's sponsored by Reddit. No, I'm just kidding. What's your off the top?
Okay, my off the top is it has to do with Cam Newton.
Okay.
With Cam Newton. And I hate to be, what do you call it when you add salt to the wound? Is that what it's called?
Oh, okay, yeah, because that hurts.
Add flame to the fire.
Yeah, bearer of bad news. Flame to the fire.
So,
hate to rain on your parade.
On Cam Newton fans. Say I didn't say so. But that's my off the top is I knew this was coming for Cam Newton. I honestly didn't know why New England even signed him. But all I gotta say is he's done as an NFL starting quarterback. And that's my off the top.
Yeah, as a starter. For
so.
sure.
Lamar Jackson, just watch. He'll be the next Cam Newton.
Damn. And it's true, and he's coming up on a
contract?
on a contract year. I was gonna say on a paying year.
Yeah.
And getting into that, Cam got released. Mac Jones is QB1. Obviously, I think Mac Jones is like that prototypical Patriots quarterback, what Belichick really wanted. We're gonna see how that goes about. Usually, the Patriots have a really good way of kind of putting their quarterbacks in a winning position and the best play. And so I think with Mac Jones, they were real high on him. He fell to them in that draft, which was crazy. So I think that's who they initially always wanted out of all the quarterbacks in this year's draft. And so Cam Newton signing, I think they knew New England in a way. They knew they weren't going to do anything with Tom Brady being gone. There wasn't really a big candidates out there. They wanted to be high in the draft to maybe they've been eyeing Mac Jones. Or a Trevor Lawrence. I honestly feel like when they signed Cam, initially they were like, yo, we're probably going to win like 1 or 2 games this year. We'll get the first pick. We can get Lawrence. Lawrence is our guy. And then, Cam had a little spark in the beginning and they won in a few games and kind of got out of that. But we'll see what Mac Jones can do, bro. I'm always, even if they have a great rookie year, you know how I am. I got to see by the third year, are you solid? Kind of like how I feel with
Dak Prescott.
Nah, Dak Prescott's always been improving. We'll get into that. Dak is back, baby, but we'll get into that later. Also, just real quick, I wanted to talk about your take on the Raiders only allowing vaccinated fans into the stadium. How do you feel about that?
That is some bullshit. That is some bullshit. And we had this conversation like about a couple of weeks ago when it was announced. And honestly, like, why so late? It's so many things. It's like why so late? Why did you have to wait a couple, like, 3 weeks onto the season? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My homie Isaiah is gonna go to the game. Shout out to young Zay.
Hello, he's like, I gotta get back.
Shout out to downtown Zay. Shout out to Where's My Truck Zay.
Hello, DB Zay.
Yeah. Same girl Zay. What was I gonna say?
My jogger brother.
Yeah. So he was basically telling me, like, yeah, some bullshit, and I feel like it's some bullshit. And we're not part of the MAGA crew. We're not.
No.
But
I think what it comes down to, and I had this discussion with a buddy from work who actually wants to be on the show.
okay.
But he was so here's the thing, and this is what I tend to understand, right? When you're a business and you're a private entity, you do what you want, however you want to do it.
Okay.
That's your business, right? We're all on the understanding if that's your rules, then everyone within that business, within that entity, have to follow those rules. Those are the rules that you laid out. When I saw it come out so late and so soon coming into the season, to them it was kind of like you had mentioned. Well, what about all those people that bought tickets a long time ago and now they can't go? And then I said, in their eyes, at the end of the day, especially when it comes to big corporations, big businesses, can you get me a water too?
Yeah.
Big corporations and stuff like that. A lot of times when they change dramatically like this, is because something is being affected. The biggest thing that can be affected, which is the money. So what I feel like when you were saying, well, now those people got to get refunds, but for them it's like, I'd rather refund $5,000, right, in tickets than to have an outbreak and have to shut down for a whole week. That I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on, and they lose $50,000 or $250,000. But what I honestly feel like, it was Las Vegas within itself that told them, yo, we're going to have a lot of people coming into games, a lot of tourism. We don't want people catching COVID and then coming into our hotels, and then we got to shut down. Now we're losing millions of dollars.
Why'd you wait so late to do it?
Well, that's what I'm saying is I maybe they had those discussions. That's the thing that we don't know. I feel like now that they're in Vegas, they're playing on a whole different set of rules. Like, whereas everybody else there, all the hotel owners, all those billionaires, they have a say in what.
And we're probably making a big deal too much a big deal out of it, because I don't know if like that. So it's not that you can't get in the game; it's that you have to wear a mask at the game, and I don't know how the mask mandate's gonna be like out of everybody. Hey, Section B or Row 17, Section B.
Right.
You vaccinated?
Well, because in Vegas, I'm going in a few weeks, but I'm pretty sure you still have to wear a mask in Vegas, right? They have a mask mandate over there, too.
It got lifted. As far as I know, it got lifted. I don't know if it's still...
See,
but nobody respects that shit, I'll tell you right now, because I was there in the trenches. Nobody respected the mask mandate.
No, and I feel you. Maybe, like, outside or whatever. That's the thing. I don't know. I'm going to find out. You know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all know. But... I mean, maybe we are making a big deal. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. To me, I mean, even wearing a mask is not. To me, it's not really a big hinder on my lifeblood. Like I just,
well,
it's not for me. Is it an inconvenience?
I'm not an extremist.
Yeah, like
I'm not someone that's just like fuck the mask. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like
there's some people
wrong,
like
I don't like the mask.
I don't like it either, but
I don't prefer to wear the mask. I'm not an extremist on the you need to put on a mask. You need to protect the. It's not about protecting yourself. It's about protecting whoever's next to you.
Yeah.
or the extremists on the other side where it's like, I have my rights.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
to me, is not a big hinder on my life. Like if I gotta go in so I can buy my milk, like okay, I'll put a mask on.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks is when you don't have one and you're like, oh damn. And I'll be walking in like this, just
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But
we held it through with those masks.
yeah,
But anyway, let's talk about some rookie quarterbacks. We got 5 new rookies, but only 3 of them are starting. Mac Jones. Who else?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, and who else?
Damn, we should have wrote this down. It was
We just got an Amazon. It says Mac Jones,
Trevor Lawrence.
and it's not Justin Fields, and it's not
Trey Lance.
and it's not Trey Lance. It's who we forgetting? I'm just thinking some random sports shit while we keep this going.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, you know Dak Prescott
Zach
is
Martin.
back.
Yes, Bryant.
Baker
Jason
Mayfield, some new first player.
That's some trash.
That's let's
no.
look it up. Let's
How
look
was
it up.
Baker Mayfield like 7-1? Most of the time, it was his teammates talking about him.
Yeah, like I didn't even catch that. It was like all his teammates talking about him. Like everybody's like, nah, no comment on that fool.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they were talking about how Baker was like, oh man, he had a phenomenal season. It's like your team ran the ball, like they were a running team. Like we talked about this last year. You can't be a great quarterback if you're just if you're allowing to be a running team. Like you can be a great facilitator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But a quarterback, there's more that entails.
Yeah. I'm almost feel like who's the quarterback we're forgetting?
I'm trying to remember right now. It's been a while, people. It's been a while. We've been busy.
Trey Lance, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, and Mac Jones are the 3 starters.
Justin Fields ain't starting.
He's not.
Andy Dalton is. There's 5 rookie quarterbacks.
Zach Wilson,
New
New York Jets.
That's what it is, Zach Wilson.
I mean, we'll see with the Jets. I mean,
So anyways, like we were saying.
Who do you think
who's
is
going to be the best rookie quarterback?
out of those 3? Honestly, I feel like Mac Jones is gonna have the better season. I don't think I don't think he's the best quarterback out of those 3, but I think he's gonna have a better season. I think he's
Who's his
in.
weapons?
The thing is, that's not you got to see where he's at. Like Trevor Lawrence with Urban Meyer as a first year.
That's what I got.
That's who you got. I mean, I don't see I feel like Urban Meyer has been there. He's been out coaching for a few years now. What kind of style is he going to really want to play? We didn't see a whole lot in preseason. Preseason is very vanilla for everybody. You're not going to lay out your whole playbook or kind of the understanding of how you want to play. But I think Mac Jones has a better foundation to build off of than Trevor Lawrence, where is Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer are learning together. Mac Jones is with like seasoned vets. This is what we're going to do. These are the plays we're going to run. This is what's going to make you successful. New England has not been huge on like big name weapons or anything like
They're
that.
going to rely on the running game a lot. New England is. They're not going to put a lot on his shoulders.
Right.
As where I think the Jaguars are going to be behind a lot, and Trevor Lawrence is going to have to sling the ball a lot.
And that's why I said Mac Jones is just going to be in a better position to succeed. As far as Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence. Now, Zach Wilson, you're on the Jets, bro. I'm sorry. We'll see. You know what I mean? The Jets been trying for years. You know what I mean? So, they're trying to find their Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying?
A quarterback with a broken leg?
Yeah, bro. He's coming back. Like, Dak is back.
He's hurt. He's going to get Tommy John surgery.
Oh, my God. He's been saying he's been hurt. Like this. Have you not watched Hard Knocks? It was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I watched it.
You know what? Hard Knocks has gotten so soft. Speaking of Hard Knocks, everything is controlled now by
like a director.
it's directed and it's controlled by the team. As we're back in the day, it was like no HBO is like no, we're running this.
Yeah, like we're gonna do this candid shit. Like
Yes.
yeah, off the rip and
And so that's why this Hard Knock this one has been kind of whack.
the Cowboys one. Yeah, you could see that it was.
But you get to see how much Amari Cooper talks.
That was like in the last episode. He don't really talk like that,
He
but
said he got like $30 jeans, a bunch of $30 jeans, and but he's got to get his ice right.
yeah. Hey, that's respect though. For me, I'm not big on clothes as y'all can see. He's more fashion sense than I am, but like, man, I like to be comfortable. If I can just be comfortable, I'm good. I'm living good. Like I'll make it work for me. That's why I'm starting to work out.
Shorts on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out so I can be in that gym short all day, every day.
So we had a little video photo shoot. I want to say like a couple months ago.
No, it was like a month ago.
Yeah, it was probably a couple months ago.
The Puerto Rico one?
Yeah, it was probably a couple months ago. And like, so I show up and like clothes like where it's like, all right.
This guy looked professional.
And then Hector shows up
Like this.
with white shell tops. And
That's all I had.
And the shorts were going like below his knees.
It was hot. And but I understood. I went in black jeans. You know, everything is a learning process, man. So
I got a question for everybody out there. Do joggers make short people look even shorter than jeans? Yes or no? Let us know.
And I'm already short.
But it makes you look like your neighbor.
I don't think we should mention that right now. All right, moving on. So, damn, man, we missed it. We missed doing the show, man. It's fucking crazy.
I think we should be mentioned.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
All right. All right. So,
it makes you look like his son.
You fucking asshole, bro. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. All right, NFL season preview. All right, let's go down through divisions real quick. Not real quick, but not too much time. Who do you think is gonna win? Let's go through division leaders. Okay. Let's start with. Let's go with the NFC North.
Why? You don't want to go in order?
Oh yeah, the NFC East.
We can go with NFC.
NFC East.
All right, we'll go with the NFC least. We got the Redskins or the Washington football team, the Cowboys, the Giants, and
The Eagles.
Who's winning that division?
I don't feel like. I mean, Washington. They have Fitzpatrick as QB1. So he's gonna win you a couple games. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I got the Cowboys, blood. Like I mean, I don't really see. We'll see what Jalen Hurts. I think their biggest competition.
Y'all heard that? He said he got the Cowboys
Winning the NFC East. I do. And now keep in mind. Let me just break this down to you. Jalen Hurts. I feel like he is gonna provide a spark. I think he's gonna improve from last year. But also too statistically and in the grand scheme of things, he wasn't like crazy good. Like he didn't really advance.
I think the Eagles are gonna finish last.
Okay, yeah. The only defensively, the Redskins and the Giants do scare me because the Giants defense was sneaky good last year, and they're starting to build up, but they got Mac Jones' brother on the other side, and we don't know. You know, he hasn't really been a major improvement year in, year out.
Mac Jones' brother?
It's Daniel Jones.
Oh.
Yeah. And so who you got winning the division?
I'm gonna go. It's a lean between the Cowboys and the Redskins or the football team. They do got Fitzmagic. I think he's gonna improve their team.
He only does it for
They got the best defense in the division.
Yeah, oh definitely.
They got the best defense in the division.
Mm-hmm.
And they do got some weapons on the
Scary Terry.
They got Scary Terry. They got the running back. They got a couple good running backs.
Their line is good too. Their O line is good.
It's just the quarterback play needs to be a little bit better with Fitzpatrick. The only thing about the Cowboys that's kind of like iffy on me is
that defense.
Is the defense and Dak Prescott's arm and his injuries. Specifically his arm and his leg. It's the only thing.
I feel like he's overcome the mental aspect of the leg. That's one thing that I love about Dak Prescott is his mental toughness. It's hard. Injuries are hard, and that's something that you always wonder, especially with NFL players, is not so much getting over the injury physically, is how do you get over the injury mentally? And we've seen a lot of players that were really good, kind of like that's kind of what I want to see with Joe Burrow. Is, are you gonna mentally be strong and be ready to be in the quick scheme of things, or are you gonna be hesitant? So that goes in part about it. I'm more worried about the Cowboys defense than I am worried about Dak Prescott.
Okay.
But Micah Parsons looks good. I feel like they got players. I think Trayvon Diggs is gonna have a breakout season this year. I think he's gonna lead the team in
In what?
interceptions.
Okay.
Speaking of this, Mike.
No, we can use that mic.
That's why I tell you we should get a video mic. Yeah, we really should.
Yeah.
Just as at least for the show. I mean.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah. Anyways, his lab mic went out, so if the audio sounds a little different, y'all know why. Hey, we've been out of here for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying?
I think the battery died. I think that's what it is. Keep going.
Now let's move on to NFC North.
Okay.
NFC North. Who you got? Well, I mean, all right. So let us know in the comments who y'all got in the NFC East. This dude would always say like, "Don't get up in the middle. Don't get up." This guy like twice, and the Amazon driver came by. That threw me off.
This is real organic.
Yeah, it's mad organic. We ain't even using like light. That's natural light right there. Like that's crazy. All right, so the NFC North, we got the Bears, Lions, Packers, and Vikings. Who do you think takes the cake?
I think in that division is the Packers. It's the Packers division to lose.
Oh, okay. I like how you said that.
They're gonna win that division, and they're gonna win by a landslide. I don't see anybody threatening them other than maybe Skull. That's it.
Not even Lions with Goff?
No, I think the Lions are tanking.
I could see that. Yeah, I agree. I think it's the Packers division to lose. Plus, I think.
Well, I don't know.
I think Rodgers is just gonna go out with one good bang, and he's like done with Green Bay. That's another quick talk.
I think the Bears got a shot simply because they got Andy Dalton, the best quarterback from the Cowboys last year.
Yeah, we saw that last year. Great, amazing.
No, if they can put
I almost didn't want to sign Dak.
If they can put in Justin Fields, and he does some work, then we could be looking at something. But it's the Packers. Packers are a Super Bowl threat.
Real quick on Justin Fields, I think one thing that I saw from him, like in preseason and the little bit that we saw in preseason of him, and I think this is why he didn't really get that QB1. He was reading one side of the field still. He was like pinpointed on his first. And remember, you had the stat that Justin Fields had the most throws or completions, but to his first read. If not, he bails and he runs. So I think that's why he didn't get that QB1. And you saw it in preseason. He's just sitting there, not even scouting the field, not really. And I think he was having trouble with coverages as well. So, we'll see. Maybe he might come in mid-season. We have 17 games now. So that's going to be.
The end of 7-9 for the Cowboys. Looking at a 7-10 maybe.
We already talked about the NFC East.
I'm just saying.
Stay on topic, bro. So you don't think the Vikings are going to improve or anything like that?
I think the Vikings are the second best team in that division.
Okay, I agree.
With a surprise team could be the Bears.
I feel like the Bears probably have the best defense in that division.
Still?
I still think so. I don't think the Lions, it's a hit or miss with those guys. The Vikings defense really kind of took a dip last year. They didn't completely lose it.
What
but they took a dip.
What player's under the most pressure in that division?
Wow. I would say Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah. I think Kirk Cousins is under a tremendous amount of pressure.
I don't think he's under pressure.
I don't.
He had a good year last year.
Yeah, but still, it's like.
And he didn't even make the top 100, did he?
Nah. But when it counted the most, that's when he kind of shit the bed. And that's been Kirk Cousins' MO. It's like when we need you the most, you don't show up.
I think Kirk Cousins is a slept-on quarterback.
Nah, I think I've seen him.
What would you put him amongst the tiers of quarterbacks? Because we're
he's top 15.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because we're thinking of him as a
like
bottom
a top 5.
bottom third. He's not a bottom third quarterback.
No. He's
a little bit better than middle of the road.
Yeah, average or above average. Yeah. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, he's top 10. All right, so now we got the NFC West.
So with the NFC West, we've got the Rams, the Niners, as what's up?
Oh, go ahead.
The Rams and the Niners as co-favorites to win that division. Right behind them is the Seahawks, and then Vegas don't think that Arizona's going to do anything.
And look, we were talking about this earlier. I'm not a big fan of Kyler Murray.
So okay, talk to me. What is that?
I don't like. He needs to learn how to throw down the middle. He needs to learn how to throw down the middle. I think he's very athletic. I think he provided a spark, but he's not the guy. To me, he doesn't take the game over. He's had games. He's had some good games, but ever since that shoulder injury, I think it really messed him up.
So he was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt.
At least he played through injury, not like Dak Prescott.
Oh my God, we're not gonna go there right now. But I'm just not a big fan of Kyler Murray. Maybe I just need to see some more from him. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I just don't agree with all the praise that he gets as a quarterback. Like, to me, as in like, oh damn, like Kyler Murray is like, he's that dude. Like, yeah.
Okay, so he's a bottom third quarterback.
I would say bottom third. Yeah, he's not top 15 in my book.
Okay. I'm not the biggest Kyler Murray fan, but I think he's him or Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah, Kyler Murray.
Okay.
He's got the arm. Like I'm saying, he's got the talents. It's just it's like there's just throwing down the middle is very crucial. If you could throw down the middle, that opens up the sides. And there's been too many times where maybe he just can't see over his lineman or whatever.
Damn.
But Drew Brees learned.
Is he wearing joggers?
Yeah, he's wearing those joggers. But Drew Brees learned how to do that. Is what I'm saying is like maybe he shows up this year and he worked on that. It's still, the verdict is still out for me. I just don't give him that praise of and holding him to that high level because I haven't seen that yet. He's improved. He provides a spark. He's very athletic. I think he's good for the Cardinals.
So he's under the most pressure in that division, you would say? I think it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, because Trey Lance is right behind him. And I think as a whole, as a team, I think
It's the Rams.
yeah. And then Seahawks are the Seahawks. They've been. I mean, Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson. I think
He's
they're
still there after that trade request.
yeah.
That's why I love the NFL.
No, and the thing is with Russell, look, he's a good quarterback. He is, but I feel like he's a good first half. Like, have you ever noticed, like, in the second half of the season or
The
towards the end?
Seahawks go.
Yeah,
take a dip.
they do not play at that level that they used to. Now, is that putting a lot of onus on Russell Wilson to perform, or is the team just, in shambles, or is that coaching? What is it? But Kyler Murray, for me, I just still got to see more from Kyler Murray. Now, I will say this, D-Hop, like, once they got D-Hop, that really helped out Kyler Murray a lot. Now, maybe does he just need more weapons?
I don't see what you're talking about in Kyler Murray. I like Kyler Murray.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that one.
All right. I'm just letting you know I'm not high on him, and that's cool. We can have a difference of opinion.
Okay, but to win a division, I'm thinking Rams. I'm thinking they're complete package. Santa Clara. The thing about them is they're loaded too. It all just depends on Jimmy Garoppolo's health. He's another quarterback that's always getting hurt.
Yeah.
Like Dak Prescott 2.0. That's how I feel about it.
How can he be 2.0?
He's always
Dak
getting
Prescott,
hurt.
No, Dak Prescott only got hurt once.
I don't think so.
Like a big one?
Trap it real quick. Well, I wanted it live because I want to see it after. But anyways,
Dak Prescott's only been hurt once, okay? And we'll see how he rebounds from this. Now let's move on. Jimmy Garoppolo, yeah, I never really saw big high on Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he has the IQ.
I don't think he does.
No?
He's always throwing picks.
Plus, you have Trey Lance right behind him. They ran like a dual quarterback system throughout the preseason.
Look, right now he's probably better than Trey Lance. But I'm just saying, like, the thing about Jimmy Garoppolo is he has trouble reading the field sometimes. He throws a lot of picks.
Going down.
And he doesn't have the biggest arm, but he does the opposite of what, say, Derek Carr does. Like, he tries to force the issue too much, even stay in the pocket too much, to where he gets hurt.
I see what you're saying.
Reckless. He's a little bit reckless.
Right.
A little bit reckless.
Right. No, I have the Rams winning that division.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah, with Stafford. And I think Stafford's underrated, to be honest. Like, to me, Stafford is a better quarterback in that division than Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Okay. So we agree to that.
Yeah.
The Rams, I think they improved with Stafford.
But is Stafford better than Russ?
No, because of the running ability from Russ. But I think Stafford has a better team than Russ.
Okay.
So that'll help out in the latter part of the season where you see the Seahawks like...
I just like Sean McVay.
Yeah.
I like Sean McVay.
But maybe that trip to the Super Bowl really messed them all up, man. Losing that Super Bowl, it's hard to like go back after a loss.
Yeah.
The Falcons haven't even done it.
Yeah.
And they lost bad.
So let's move on to the NFC South. We got the Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers, and the Bucks. The Bucks should be the favorite to win that division.
Easily. You have Jameis Winston as QB1.
That's
out Taysom Hill. I don't understand why that was even
a debate. Yeah.
Like, I can't believe they entertained that after what you saw from
Yeah.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, Lamar Hill.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go against the
Bucks.
Yeah, you can't go against the Bucks. I think that's an easy one. I feel like the Panthers were with damn, what's the coach's name? I just had it in my head.
I forget his name, but
Something, yeah, from Baylor.
from Baylor, yeah.
I think he did some good things last year with the Panthers and with what he had. So I think that's
now
an
they-
up and coming team. That's a surprise team in that.
Well, they got what's his name as a quarterback? The former New York Jet, Sam Darnold.
and that's my surprise team in that division.
I think it's the Falcons.
Really?
I just watch. I think the Falcons are going to make the playoffs. I think the Falcons are so. Bro, do you remember last year? All those one-score games that they lost, like, oh, they're in it, and they lost.
Yeah.
Now they don't have Julio Jones. They don't have Julio Jones.
Yeah.
But they got that tight end, that tight end that they drafted, Tyler Pitts.
Yeah.
He is gonna be
No,
good.
you know who too is.
So I'm on record right now saying, watch out for the Falcons.
I like Calvin Ridley too.
Calvin Ridley's cool.
Nice.
Calvin Ridley's cool.
I think he did more in those last 2 years than Julio Jones did. Great route runner, speedy guy.
All right, you're getting ahead of yourself right now.
Bro, Julio has not been like Julio these past 2
No,
seasons.
Julio is still that dude. What are you talking about?
He's big.
He's been hurt.
Okay.
He's been hurt, but he's still that dude.
He still is, but he hasn't been
Calvin
crazy.
Ridley's not better than Julio Jones.
No, I said he played better in those last 2 seasons than Julio Jones.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
and yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Anyways, we'll see what Julio Jones does with he's with Titans.
Yeah, number 2.
Oh, and then he don't like the whole number change.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm with Tom Brady on that one.
All right, now let's move on to the AFC real quick.
All right, so we got the AFC East. We got the Dolphins. We got the Patriots. We got the Jets and the Bills. It's the Bills.
Bills.
It's the Bills.
I mean, they had a great year. Surprise team in that division.
You know what? I'm very down on the Patriots, and I'm very down on Tua. So I think if anybody's going to surprise, it's probably going to be the Patriots. But I think only one playoff team comes out of that division.
I see my surprise team on there is Miami.
Okay, so you believe in Tua?
I don't believe in Tua, but I believe in the team. They had some good.
You believe in Deshaun Watson going there?
Hey, he might. He might. There's a lot of massage parlors in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Proper crap. No. All right, so we got the Bills on that one. Josh Allen and his team did improve. They are going to improve. I feel like a lot of that team stayed pat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They didn't lose a lot of key names. And so, and then see, like with Josh Allen, right? He's improved every year to where I'm saying, yeah, that guy's a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I kind of judge my quarterbacks is like a year-to-year basis, and that's why now moving on to the AFC North. You want to do the North?
AFC North. Who we got?
So we got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Steelers.
Okay. Oh.
This one's actually that one's. So you got Joe Burrow coming back to Cincinnati. You got the Browns, which they kind of stayed pat as well. So we know they're going to run the ball. They're a running team. You got the Ravens with Lamar Jackson.
LaFraud Jackson.
Yeah, you know we'll see on that one. And you got the Steelers with Big Ben coming back.
Yeah. Still
Juju doing his little Corvette.
Still feeding into his addiction, Big Ben.
Yeah. So, who? I don't know. That one's kind of. I feel. You want me to go first?
Take it.
I think.
So, the Ravens are the favorite to win it, right behind the Browns, and then the Steelers, and then the Bengals.
See, I think the Browns might win that division.
I think the Browns are winning that division.
Ravens will still probably get to the playoffs.
It all goes down on Baker Mayfield,
Can you sling it in those moments?
but he does play in a quarterback-friendly offense.
Yes.
So,
yes.
like,
And you still have OBJ. You still got Jarvis. He still has his weapons. They still got Nick Chubb. You still got Kareem Hunt.
see, the way I would play the Browns is, hey, stop the run and force them to throw.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know, Baker, we'll see. The only thing that I'm worried about is like with the Bengals is Joe Burrow's mental aspect of that.
They're going to
injury.
finish last. The Bengals.
See, I think the Steelers are going to finish last.
I was gonna say I was thinking about that. I don't think they make the playoffs.
No, I don't think so.
I
either.
don't think the Steelers are gonna make the
I'm
playoffs.
not high on the Steelers.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
I think they
need
just need
a-
a rebuild.
They need a they need to trade for Deshaun.
Yes, that's actually a good one right there. I can agree to that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They need and Big Ben, he just gotta. I heard though in this offseason he's been taking his diet and his workout all serious. Like he's slimmed down a little bit. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So, like I said, who's under the most pressure?
In that division, I think Lamar.
Lamar.
Yeah, I think Lamar is because even if like Big Ben doesn't make it, I don't feel like we're gonna. Well, he's just age, Joe Burrow, it's like, well, he's coming back from injury, and then
Well, Baker Mayfield.
Baker is under that, but
Baker.
then I feel like he
Baker's
doesn't get the criticism that he deserves. Sometimes.
No, he does. Baker's the only one that can fuck that team up.
That's true. That is true because they got the defense too.
Now with the Steelers, is we really betting on Mike Tomlin like to go under 500? I think first time for everything.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be, especially because now that division is actually better.
Good.
Yeah, like it's
Like
really,
the Browns are actually good now.
Yeah, like and then I think the Browns have the best defense in that division. Them and the Ravens are like close 1A 1B.
What about the Steelers?
I feel like the Steelers though are gonna be. Out of all those two, the Bengals and the Steelers, I feel like are going to be playing from behind a lot.
Okay.
So that's going to put a lot of pressure on that defense.
AFC West.
AFC West.
We got the Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers.
All right, so a lot of people are high on the Chargers this year.
They're high on the Broncos.
Who's the Broncos QB1?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Which he didn't do great last year with Carolina.
Well, he's now with Carolina. They chose Sam Darnold over him.
I know. So
I don't feed into this Broncos hype.
yeah, no. I have Broncos finishing last. I think now with the Chargers.
All three teams got question marks.
Yes, like
except for the Chiefs.
I don't know because now I feel like the Chiefs, the Bucks put the blueprint out there, blood. Remember what we were saying about last year? They're a three-headed monster. You take one of those heads off, and it's a wrap. They can't really do much with it. Now,
Okay.
is there gonna switch? And I think Andy Reid is smart enough to be like, all right, we need to like,
But that's within the division.
yeah,
So, like I said,
yeah.
the Chiefs. How would I say this? The Chiefs could run laps around the fucking league, but they're not running laps around that division.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're not like the Broncos, the Chiefs. I bet you the Broncos that they're losing at least 2 games within the division this year. The Chiefs are.
And one is going to be with the Chargers and one for sure with the Raiders. I feel like. Now, the verdict for me is still out on Justin Herbert. He had a great season last year. I'm not denying that. I was actually really impressed with him. But also, they were one of the teams that had the most screen passes in the whole league.
Well, they got Austin Eckler.
Right. But I'm always hesitant. I got to see the second year. Are you improving? Are you getting better? Or did all that hype did they figure you out?
The thing is like I get you on that. It's just the eye test just says, all right, this dude, he's about that life.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of QBs like that. I've seen QBs have a great year.
Okay, like who?
Baker Mayfield had his first year had a great year.
But the eye test wasn't like, all right. To me, the eye test.
I'm hesitant. I'm not saying he's gonna shit the bed. I'm just hesitant. I gotta see it again. Because also a full year's of tape is out on you too. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's bad. And I like I said, eye test is good. I gotta see the second year. Did you take a dip or did they figure you out? Now you gotta improve on that. Did you improve on them figuring you out and you just being that step ahead? There's a lot that goes into it. But I got the Chiefs winning that division. Close second, I want to say Raiders or Chargers. Broncos, it's like not even a...
It's just Vic Fangio. He might get fired within like the season. The one good thing about the Broncos is they're gonna have a good defense.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a good defense. The Raiders, they're gonna have a good offense. I know that for sure. Defense, I don't know. The Chargers, they're the wild card. They're the wild card.
They have good defense. They have good players all around them. It's just we just got to see it in second year. That's how I feel. AFC South. We've got the Houston Massagers. We got the I just snorted.
the Texas Titans, and then the Tennessee Titans, and then we got who else is in that division? The Jacksonville Jaguars and
the Colts.
Which they're not even in the South, bro.
They're like, let's just pick one.
Just like the Cowboys are in the East.
Yeah, seriously. Well, where's Washington?
DC.
Oh yeah, that is East Side. Yeah, that's weird. That's super weird how they figured that out. They probably just took the majority and then they just slapped another team.
Well, that's one of the things, kind of like, we'll get back to the South, but like, it could be a hindrance or not a hindrance to you because you have to travel
so far.
Yeah.
And then whereas like the Eagles, the Giants, and the Redskins and football team, they're all like kind of in that area where it's not that much of a travel. It's a quick ascension and descension. Whereas over here is like, so in that division, you know what? We don't know what the Jaguars are going to be. So that's going to be a big
last.
Even with Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, they're going to be last, bro.
All right. I got the Titans winning that division. I think they've been there. They have the team to go the long distance. Now, they're still going to be... I still feel like they're still going to be the same team, but you add Julio Jones to it. That's another weapon.
They're going to steamroll. They're going to steamroll that division, especially since Carson Wentz is hurt.
Now that he's hurt. Now he's hurt again. Been saying it for years. He's always been hurt. Now that's a real story right there. That he's hurt. That's facts. He's been hurt. Why even trade for him? Like it's just he's hurt, and he's gonna miss what, like the first 3 weeks or maybe like the first 2 weeks, something like that.
I think more.
Because it was
maybe his first half, maybe his first four weeks of the season.
See, there you go.
If you were the Colts, would you be like, hey, Phillip Rivers, you want to come and play like half the season real quick and then just dip out?
I don't think Rivers would do it though.
He wouldn't, but
nah, yeah, it's But the Colts, they got a good defense, so that might help them out if they can build a run game with that, and then just kind of control the time of possession until Wentz come back. I think they have a chance. But still, with Wentz, I'm not. Y'all know me. I'm not high on Wentz, even if he's not with the Eagles anymore. I haven't been high on Wentz. And
What is it about Wentz? Wentzomania.
yeah, I just feel like after that one good year,
Wentzylvania.
I feel like he just gets too much praise for what he is, and it's
What is he? A good quarterback.
No, my whole thing was Dak is better than Wentz, and it's been proven.
What does Dak have to do with Wentz? We weren't even talking about Dak.
No,
why did you want to bring Dak in?
What does Dak have to do with Cam's release with Mac Jones? You've been bringing up Dak this whole time.
He's got everything to do with that.
Oh my God. Cam gonna be a viable quarterback to Dak Prescott or what?
He might back him up.
I'm not.
He might take his starting job.
I have never been high on Wentz. At first, I'll be honest, it was because he was drafted to the Eagles, and that was just me being, a hater towards the Eagles. I don't like the Eagles, but then you watch him play. He had a good sling. I feel like before his back injury,
he had a good sling.
Like he could sling the ball. He could sling the ball, but ever since he had that back injury, he's never been the same. To me, the reason I don't like Wentz is
ever since the injury sounds
no, yeah,
like an upcoming theme.
But he ain't mentally tough like that. That's why nobody in the locker room even liked that fool. No one liked him on the Eagles. And as a QB, if you ain't got the locker room behind you, bro, you ain't got no team. You're never gonna be good.
He's still better than 0-1 Dak Prescott.
0-1.
Yeah, they're gonna start off 0-1, the Cowboys.
We'll see. We don't know yet. That's 4 days away from the recording of this show. All right, so who you got in the South?
I got the Titans. That division is gonna have one playoff team.
Titans, and then we'll see what the Texans do. They never traded Deshaun Watson.
Which is that's some balls.
That motherfucker, you won't play.
Well, he's listed as not even as a backup, as a other. It's Tyrod Taylor, his backup, and then it has other Deshaun Watson.
That's what we've always talked about the NFL and the NBA. NFL, the owners run the league, and that's honestly, in our opinion, hella MAGA with it. That's how it should be. You pay the big bucks, and you can control everything that goes on within your organization. Whether that's the players, that's the employees, that's the rules, that's the regulations, that's the standards, that's the expectations. You control that.
The thing is like, how you gonna deal with that? Like, are you drafting them in fantasy?
You can go back up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he could be a flex. You know what I'm saying?
You can't put a quarterback in flex.
he could be your third. Sign him off waivers. I don't know, because it's like, is he gonna get a chance to get in there? Are they just doing this to, kind of prove a point on their end? We don't know. I feel like what you said earlier, trading him to the Steelers, I think that's a good team that he can go to.
The Steelers don't like trading for. The only thing is they don't like trading for baggage and people with a case. And
if they kept Big Ben,
but that was like a in-house, like nobody really knows. Like,
no, that was pretty public.
The motorcycle accident with the whole raping the girl.
Yeah.
Or supposedly, but that was back in the day, bro. Like you going like 2008.
Still though, that they made that decision. I don't know. Maybe you think that's changed. I don't see what other team do you think he would fit on?
In Carolina.
But they already got Sam Darnold. They already made that trade for Darnold. Like,
But they were in the running to trade for Watson.
Yeah, but
and same with the Dolphins.
See, now the Dolphins, I could see the Dolphins. I would pick your 3 landing spots for Deshaun Watson if he were to get traded.
Broncos,
Okay, I like that one.
Dolphins,
Okay.
and who's got good massage parlors? Well, Albuquerque don't have a team. What about the Saints? Him with Sean Payton? Ooh, that'd be a wrap.
That's a good one. Okay, mine would be Miami.
And I would trade Michael Thomas away.
Yeah, he's done. I could even trade Kamara.
Oh, yeah.
I did total rebuild on that one.
Yeah.
Mine would be Miami.
Because of Robert Kraft?
Yeah. Well, and that's another one was Patriots. Like if they really wanted someone in there that knew their shit.
They already got Mac Jones.
That's the thing is like Mac Jones, they already kind of made the decision. I could see no, but then they already got. I'll agree with Broncos or Washington.
Okay.
Washington too. I could see him going there. Now that would be nice. Have
Washington?
Yeah.
I can see Deshaun Watson with Washington.
Yeah. So, well, shit, man. Anything else you got today?
How you like that Certified Lover Boy album and the Kanye West Donda?
So Kanye, I've never really been a big fan, so this is kind of like an unbiased opinion. I wasn't really feeling the album.
It was better than Drake's.
And that's the thing. I only liked one song off of Drake's album, the one with 21 Savage.
That
one hit, and that's the thing. You're good.
21 Savage,
But see, that was the thing that we knew with Drake though. It was gonna be like an R&B album. He's always done that. Like he'll do an R&B and then he'll do kind of like a hip hop.
And you know how many fanboys is going dude fanboys is going over this Drake album?
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't highly impressed.
Yeah, it was alright.
But it wasn't my style. It wasn't what I was expecting. Well, I kind of was expecting
his last album was better.
Yeah, I was expecting that because he called it Certified Lover Boy. So I was like, oh, it's going to be very sentimental, emotional.
Yeah.
For
the ladies.
But then Kanye, the hype that he built around Donda, I was like, all right, you didn't really...
You know he's 44 years old?
Damn, Kanye 44?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there.
I thought he was in his late 30s or something like that, but yeah.
44, that's huge. But then, he built a lot of hype around it. And to me, he didn't really deliver. But, look, I'm not a big Kanye fan. There's a few songs I like from him, even from his younger days and stuff like that. But I wasn't impressed.
Is Drake the best rapper of our lifetime?
Yes. He is. Best artist of our lifetime.
Over Kanye?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. He's been up there, bro. Right now, he's up there. Now he's not, I'm not going to say he's better than Tupac or Biggie. They made a staple and they made groundbreaking moves in music. And,
they're the foundation.
Yes, they were the foundation. No one's ever going to top them. Just like no one's really ever going to top Michael Jordan. But you can be the best in your lifetime. And I think Drake is. And remember, I wasn't high on Drake in the beginning. You remember back in the
So
day.
was I.
Yeah, I was like, Drake, Degrassi, that dude, Aubrey Graham.
It's just this new generation. This new generation is very in the moment. They think that their shit is was popping.
Yeah.
But you don't really know what time it is. I feel sorry for this new generation's music. Just if you were to ask an NBA player nowadays about who's the GOAT, like someone in the league or like these new kids, they would say LeBron James, completely forgetting about the bald 23.
Yeah. Yeah,
The original 23.
Yeah,
And it's like, what?
And that's just, they didn't grow up on it. Maybe they didn't get taught it. But especially when it comes to music, I feel like with sports, it's a lot easier to go back and be like, all right, who's this Michael Jordan guy?
Yeah.
Even if you're younger, you can watch it. But I think it's also harder for a lot of people to get into older music, like even like Slick Rick, KRS-One, like the things that we grew up on. They ain't gonna listen to that because they're listening to the beatboxes and the beats dropping, like, hey, where's the bass and all that? Because a lot of it was like lyrical. But Kanye, that was kind of disappointing. I actually stopped listening to it. I was not enthralled.
Donda?
Yeah, I literally Donda. Like, all right, I mean, R.I.P. to your mom and stuff. But like,
I don't even know where that derives from.
Donda's his mom's name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, but I'm also not a Kanye fan. So if y'all like it, then that's cool. But Drake, I knew what the album was gonna be. He didn't build a whole lot of hype to it or whatever. But I feel like
Drake, he put out billboards.
Yeah, he did, but not as like Kanye went like on a marketing, like renting out Mercedes Stadium and staying there and had like 3-4 listening parties before he got released. Then it gets released and he's like, "Oh, I didn't approve the release," because people started talking shit about it, and he was like, "Oh, people are hating it, but I'm gonna say that I didn't approve it." Then you had other people that he didn't put on the album, but they recorded songs for him and stuff like that, and now they're getting pissed off. I think he just really shit the bed with this album from a marketing standpoint and also from a hype standpoint.
Oversaturation.
Yeah, just oversaturated, something that is very basic, my dude. Like I think by the 5th track I was like, all right, I'm done. Like,
why though? Like,
I just didn't.
He didn't talk about Dak Prescott.
No, oh my god.
Is that why?
Nah, hey, that new Post Malone coming out, I'm ready.
He talked about Messi, but he didn't talk about Prescott. That's why you was all hurt about it?
Nah, it didn't speak to me. It didn't slap. It didn't slap.
It ain't slap.
Yeah, simple.
Music slap, food don't slap.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, we out of here. We back at it like a crack addict. We will be talking to you guys next week.
Yeah.
With some coverage of some actual games.
It's gonna be crazy.
Let's go. We out this bitch.
All right, later. Didn't even let me post down and shit. Like, all right, peace.